You got the retard on, right?
All right, today multiplying matrices. You're gonna go and use your calculator. I have two back there on the back desk if you want a handheld one, if you don't have one. Obviously, some of you have them on your computer, some of you have them on your phone, which is fine. Multiplying is a little more complicated than adding them. If you remember from yesterday, adding them, all we had to do is what? And they had to be what? Exactly the same size. So multiplying is a little different. Some of these terms not needed at this point. This is the main thing that you want to possibly absorb. That is this. Two multiply matrices. The columns of the first have to equal the rows of the second. And the cool part about it, if these inside numbers are equal, they're going to make a matrix that is the outside numbers. And that is it for us today. I'm going to show you how to put it in your calculator now. But that is the crux of things right here. We could have a 5 by 3 times a 3 by 1. These are equal. What's it going to make? A 5 by 1. It seems a little bit odd, but that's how it works. Here, we have a 3 by 2, a 3 by 5. Well, these aren't equal, are they? So I cannot do this one. It will not work. It is not defined. I cannot multiply them. So it is different than adding. It is a little different from adding, isn't it? Okay? So when I give you a problem, the first thing you got to do is look and see, is it possible to add those? Or excuse me, is it possible to multiply those? And if it's not, we move on. You say no. It's like other things we've had like that. So pull your calculators up. We're going to take a look at this first one. And I'm going to show you a little bit how it goes long ways. So first of all, we're going to say W times X. Well, W is right here. Whoa, about that. W is right here. It's a 3 by 2. X is right here. It's a 2 by 3. So these inside numbers here are equal, aren't they? And what's it going to make? It's going to make what these outside numbers are, which is a 3 by 3. I'm going to let you use your calculator, but I want to show you what it'd be like without. And that would be this. The row of 1, which is W, times the column of 1 of X. So it'd be 3 times 4 is 12. Oh, and then, what do you say in Y? WX, yeah. 3 times 4 is 12, and then negative 2 times 5, and then you have to add those together to get that spot. Then you would take 3 times 7, 21, negative 2, this spot would be 19. How many times? You got to repeat that a lot. Okay, I'll do this back. This would be 3 times 4, which is 12, and that'd be negative. So this is going to be 2. You see what we have to do. Very tedious. Also, you could get confused and multiply the wrong row times the wrong column and get things a little bit messed up there. Then we have row 1 times this over here, so it'd be 3 times negative 2. Okay, 3 times negative 2 would be negative 6. Negative 2 times, I'm already mixed up. Okay? So this is what I'm going to allow you to use your calculator to get this. So pull your calculator up. Let me get rid of a couple things here because we're going to put this in. So I don't want you to get confused there. Scroll down. I'm going to freeze that so you can see the data once we pull our calculator up. So we're going to look at the data that's on the TV over there. So we'll pull up your calculator or grab one up. And we're going to head to our matrices here. All right, so find where your matrix button is. Mine is second inverse, excuse me. So see if you can get that menu up there. look for matrix.
Oh, wait, x minus one.
Yep, that's the inverse. X minus 1, x to the negative 1 power. I'm going to head over to edit, and I'm going to edit matrix A. Okay? So go ahead, and we're going to put in W is A, or W from up there. So you just write right in, just say 3, 2, hit enter, 3. Make sure you use the negative button and not subtraction. Negative 2, 1, enter, 0, enter, 2, enter, and again, make sure you use the negative button down here, not the subtraction. Let's see if we can get that in there. So we've already entered stuff in our calculator before when we were on our list. You remember doing linear regressions? So we're just going to enter, hit enter, and keep going with the next number.
So it would be like 1, 0,
And
3 negative 2.
go back to the first one. Just go back to there and put negative 3. Or put 3 there. 3 there, and enter. Now, negative 2. You okay?
Yep.
Okay, anybody else? Now, here's a goofy part. You have to get out of this to go do the other one. So, second mode, which is quit. Go back to your matrix. I'm gonna do edit again, but I'm gonna edit B this time. And now I'm gonna put in, on my board up there, X. X is gonna be my B matrix. So it is a 2 by 3. Basically, folks, we're practicing using our calculator right now, aren't we? Okay, we're just trying to enter this data. Get that data entered. And when we multiply here in a second, we're gonna try to get that guy that's right down there in the corner. All right, so we're gonna try to get this. Of course, that's our 3 by 3. So let's go back to our calculator. If you're following along, I got it in there, so I need to quit out of that. So all I'm trying to do is take matrix A, what am I gonna do to it? I'm gonna multiply matrix B. Okay, all I gotta do is hit enter. So go to matrix, get A, go get matrix B, it knows to multiply them. It does all that row by column stuff for you. You don't have to write any of that stuff out. That was, all this stuff that's on the TV over here. It looks pretty complicated. Did we get 219 negative 4?
Wait, I'm
219.
lost after I punched it in. So I got this bar.
You got it ready then. Enters.
Oh, right.
So let's go over it again. So we got them punched in. Are you gonna go back to the matrix thing? Okay, your matrix. I want to multiply A times B, so hit A. Then go back and go get B. And then just hit enter. You gotta go get A and then go get B and hit enter.
Is Y A?
W. W is A and X up there is B, right? If you're not getting that, let me see.
Oh, I switched them. I made it P and C instead of A.
Yeah, well, then just say, B times C, it should work. Anybody else? Anybody need help on the calculator?
Where do I go to do the B times C?
Just say, go back to matrix,
Okay.
hit it, get it, hit enter, or hit enter again, it'll go. Did you get it?
No.
You got some data that's different than mine. You put Y in yours, so. All right, if you got that, fantastic. I'm gonna have you move to a new one now. All right. Find the product X times W. So again, I'm gonna write this out. I'm gonna write X times W. And I'm gonna look at X. What is X? What is the dimensions? Remember, RC. Rows by columns. How many rows? Okay, so it's a 2 by 3. I'm gonna multiply it by W. What is W? A 3 by 2. Is it possible?
Yeah.
Yes. These are equal. What am I gonna make?
2 by 2.
I'm gonna make a 2 by 2. So just, you go to your calculator now and just overwrite. So you're gonna put this one in A, right? Because it's the first one. I'm gonna put this one in B.
How do you clear your matrix?
You don't just write over them.
Oh, okay.
You can, but it's easy just to write over them. Go start up there and put in the size and write right over it.
Can I use your calculator?
Yeah.
Mine's
Yep.
So this is.
You should get this 2 by 2 right down here in the corner. 15 negative 6. All you're doing, folks, for me, is you're practicing trying to get that 2 by 2. Does that make sense to everybody? I hope it does. So you don't get it, let me see your calculator.
Did I do that? Chris, I think I did it right.
Oh, shit.
Let's go.
So I did write it out the long ways for you too, so you can see how tedious it would be. You'd have 3 times 4, 7 times 1.
Review my Halloween costume.
Looking good there, bro.
Because I have an actual.
Who needs help with calculator anyway?
So
15 negative
I have
6.
two numbers and then 2 numbers. That's my pitch. And then
Just take A. Oops.
that's lower. But you second the stage. Take that edit and turn on any
Put that in.
change. Whatever the dimensions are with the numbers.
Yes, sir.
Plus my leg, like,
Yes, sir.
you right? Okay, so, go here, click. Why? So it's X times. I'll make it there right now. X is.
No, I
It's good
think
though.
it's a-
It's a 2 by 2.
I'm just texting over
Directly.
Yeah, no, those were already on there. I thought it was.
No,
Yes,
not right now.
I'll try to rank it. Why is their speed so slow? Oh my goodness, what vegetables. Look how slow speed it is.
Said it should be in the chat.
Well, it's too late now.
I
Sure, you have the imposter. Should I start here? Here's what I do. I pick up this guy.
No.
Why?
Make sure you sing about.
Oh, you said go up. Alright.
Clear the matrices.
I don't think you're gonna find it.
I'm the imposter, Mason. I'm just killing people.
Can press the digit. Just go. Press the
What's that do there?
Two.
Your area is a.
That's what I wanted to like yesterday.
That's good, man.
I don't even know what today is.
Yo, let's go, Chris. I'm
And
trying
then
to
do
be
I
an
just put in?
Four.
It's no different, man.
There's no seven.
It said that the imposter walks faster than the creator.
So keep going.
What am I like on? I keep watching the two.
Here's some advice.
Go more to edit.
Run away. I think I saw Brown go faster, but I don't know. These?
Yeah.
Mine always come
They're
off.
so big on me.
Do they get looser as time goes on?
Well, I just have small.
Mine always.
All right, hopefully you're able to get that. If you didn't, I'm gonna try to help you here in a second.
They do get looser as time goes on. They don't fit my wrist the way they did when I first got it.
Go ahead and get started on that assignment. It's just some quick practice of using your calculator and submit.
Chill, dude.
Hey, they have no idea. They have no idea.
I don't know. I don't know. You know.
I think I submitted last time.